Complete.
12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Seahawks.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf.
The pass.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
The Seahawks, first down.
And again this time to the tailback. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Complete.
The pass.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
They'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Great corner route. Moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and it's now 35-14. That time a 6-play drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now out comes Minnesota. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. He's going to go up top again. Well, that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now the extra point.
For the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score.
Tucker McCann. set.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's been pretty good when he's had time. The issue is, as we see here, coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Seahawks.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 20! And he will score! Touchdown, Seattle! A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
At their own 9-yard line.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
It leads to
an incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that moment. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 2. He'll find Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 2nd and long. Looking middle, and that's complete.
The pass.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw, and that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
To kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Past the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. For a third time, he's intercepted. Picked up near the 42. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And now it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throw here is complete, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or 2 short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now back to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
First and goal.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This will be caught at about the 5. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
At the 3-yard line.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.